And about 45 minutes into that investigation, officers from the San Diego Harbor Police Department were in the area assisting with a suspect search. They were able to locate a suspect at Juniper and Kettner. There was a shooting that ensued. The suspect, we believe, is the same suspect that was involved in our homicide. Did strike one police officer. He was shot in the hip. He was transported to the hospital. We believe he's going to be okay at this point, but his status is unknown. In that exchange of gunfire, the officers were able to hit the suspect. The suspect has also been transported to the hospital. His current status is unknown. The motive and the reason behind this shooting is completely unknown at this point. It is an active investigation. I do want to put out to the public that we believe there is no further threat to the community, that we have everybody that was involved in this initial shooting incident. I'd like to tell everybody to keep this police officer in their thoughts and prayers. This is a very dangerous job that we do, and today signifies that.
Sir, is it one of your officers or one of the Harbor Police officers that was hit?
So it's a San Diego Harbor Police officer. This could have been much worse. I have to commend the officers from the Harbor Police Department in their response, in the way that they engaged this suspect. This is Little Italy. We have people walking the streets, coffee shops. Their ability to run towards gunfire and to courageously engage this individual, I believe, saved lives. And again, we want to keep this officer in our thoughts and prayers. And as we get more information, our homicide will be out here to provide that information to everybody. I just want to make sure that we get out to everyone that there is no further threat, and that we believe we have everybody that was involved.
What can you tell us about the officer who was shot? Any information about his age, how long he'd been on the force, or also the suspect? What do we know about the suspect?
I don't have any information on the suspect. I believe it was a trainee for the San Diego Harbor Police Department. I'm going to allow the chief for the Harbor Police Department, who is at the hospital right now, to speak on behalf of that officer, and obviously the emotion behind handling a situation like this when you have an officer that's been shot.
Do we know, did the suspect take off on foot? Did he drive over from the other scene? Do we have any idea how this...
So I don't have any information on how the suspect got here or what the motive is behind the shooting. Again, I'll let our homicide investigators come out here in just a little bit and provide a little bit further detail once they have more information. You can imagine when we respond to something like this where there's a homicide and then we start having ongoing shootings just a couple blocks away, trying to understand what is happening and protect and save lives at the same time is complicated. And so, again, I want to commend the officers that responded and were handling this scene. We were able to stop the further threat. Unfortunately, we did have a police officer that was shot in this interaction, however.
So, sir, this was a gun battle because we saw a bullet hole in the window of one of the buildings where the officers had been. So we have 2 deceased on Union, and then the officer injured and the suspect injured, correct?
That's correct.
And it was a gun battle?
There was an active shootout between the officers and the suspect.
What do we know about the 2 deceased at Union? Anything?
Yeah, I don't have anything. So we will come out with more information here shortly from our homicide. Again, I wanted to get information out to everybody that there is no further threat to the public and to keep this officer in their thoughts and prayers. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.